Hello everybody, welcome. I'm Rouvaun Smith. This is a sure thing. Time for me to preview midweek racing at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Wednesday, of course, known as Mini Saturday. And speaking of Saturday, lots to look forward to on the weekend on the Highveld with the running of the Betway Summer Cup. But more about that when I have to preview that meeting come Friday afternoon. However, as far as this meeting is concerned, I thought not the easiest of cards to get through. I thought there are a few tricky races. For those of us that are going to be playing exotics, we need to add in one or two selections more than we normally would, as much as the budget will allow, I would say, in order to make sure we've got all the bases covered. I thought not the easiest of starts either to the program, because the case can be made for quite a few where natural improvement is expected, and there are a couple that fall into that category in race 1 on today's card, which is a maiden plate for 3-year-olds to be run over 1,200 meters. The first race on the card gets underway at 12:30. Those Hollywoodbets Champion Punter Challenge selections need to be on 5 minutes before the off of the first. Make sure you get those on. It's free of charge. If you take the bet slip, you're in for big money. If you pick all 8 winners on this card, you could be an instant millionaire if you're the only one. Right, let's get into it. Race 1. Where are we going? There are a couple with chances, as I said. 2 The Wolf made a fair debut over the course and distance. Natural improvement is expected. 3 Ragnar the King. That was an improved performance over the course and distance last time out. Again, natural improvement can be expected. 4 Grand Appeal also showed good improvement. More to come as far as I'm concerned. 8 One Arm Bandit. 3 very good efforts for finishing third on all 3 occasions. Didn't do itself any favours by being caught wide last time out. In a better posse in this race, could be closer to the action, not without a chance. So you can see a case can be made for quite a few of them. Where am I going? I'm going to side with number 3, Ragnar the King, to win it, ahead of 8 One Arm Bandit, 4 Grand Appeal, and 2 The Wolf. So 3, 8, 4, and 2 are my numbers in the opener. Race 2 is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters. And here we have 10 runners who will contest the second race on the card. And I thought there was precious little between number 2 Cola Tonic and 4 Who Blink from when they last met. There is a difference though if one look at the correlating form lines. Cola Tonic has had 2 more runs, whereas Who Blinked is coming back from a bit of a break. So I'm going to side with number 2 Cola Tonic, who's got solid form and is a blinker strike. To me, that's more than enough to give that one the verdict. Kabela Matsanyani, I think, will boot this one home for the Gavin van Sale yard. For second, I'm going with number 1, the Golden Goal. Rachel Vinegar takes that 1.5 off from pole position. That was a much improved performance over the course and distance. I thought big chance in this race must be included. 4 Who Blinked gets the verdict for third. And then in fourth position, I'm going with number 10, Good Living, who is a model of consistency from the Paul Lafferty yard, with Calvin Abib on board. Also not without a chance. 2, 1, 4, and 10 is the way I'm selecting them in the second race on the card. Now we move on to race 3. Maiden plate, 3-year-old fillies over 1,200 meters. A field of 9 runners will face the starter. And in this race, there's also quite a few of them that can improve on their last performance. In this case, I'm going to be siding with number 1, Ammerfort. Rachel Vinegar, I think, she'll be amongst the winners. There's hardly a meeting that goes by that she doesn't unsettle in the number 1 box from pole position. I give her a big chance. Showed good improvement from first to second run. We have had 2 winners from the last form line. I think the one to beat. For second, I'm going with number 9, Jeanne d'Arc from the stable of Stuart Ferry. Was unlucky not to have won last time out. That was a good debut over the course and distance. Natural improvement is expected. Should get closer to the action. For third, I'm going with number 5, Sonata Samaritan, who finished just behind John Locke. I think can probably settle for the same kind of position this time round. And then 8 Predators Surprise. Calvin Abib will ensure that this one also brings on that natural improvement. So 1, 9, 5, and 8. Those are the numbers I'm going with in race number 3. Race 4 will see 7 runners line up at the 1,000 meter mark for a merit-rated 68 handicap to be run over 1,000 meters. And here a case can be made for quite a few. In fact, I thought Alison Wright had 2 lively chances, those being 2 and 6 respectively. Who am I siding with of the 2? number 6 Rhythm is the one I'm siding with from the Allison right yard. Dropping in class in this particular race, and a repeat of the last start I thought will make it hard to beat that one. 5 Masked On I thought could be the biggest danger, also dropping in class. Should have finished closer to the action last time out. The form line of that last start has been frank, so definitely not without a chance. And then the other one from the Allison right yard, number 2 Al Drak, always thereabout. This one has dropped in the ratings, so I think should be a lot more competitive. And then the 4 Claiming Appy, I'm going with for 4th choice, number 1 Cotton Ron. So 6, 5, 2 and 1 are the selections in race number 4. Race 5, merit rated 90 handicap. This race to be run over 1,000 meters, and I'm looking no further than Connery. This horse has won 3 races on the trot in KZN. I think it's done 5 on the trot in total. I'm going to follow this one till beaten, not even looking beyond number 4 Connery. That's a banker in all my play on the day. And for second, I'm going with 2 Fine One. I like the way this horse was running on last time out, so I'm going with that one for second. Duncan Howell says that 7 21 May has a chance on that good last effort. And then I also thought that number 8 Cabernet Shuffle can fill one of the minor placings based on the good form at this track. So I'm going 4, 2, 7 and 8 in race 5, with number 4 being my nap bet on the card. Moving on to race 6, which is a merit rated 70 handicap to be run over 1,600 meters. And here we have a field of 10 runners who will face the starter. I guess one can sort of look at this in a couple of ways. You can either go wide or you could narrow it down. If you were to press me to narrow it down, I will choose number 7, Lady of Distinction, as my first choice. She was the subject of bidding support last time out. The form line of that last start has been franked. I think there's more to come with Lady of Distinction, and she's the one I'm going to be siding with in the 6th race on the card, ahead of 4 Redu, who won his last start over the course and distance, and I think she can follow up in this sort of lineup. 5 Sweeter Than Honey is holding good form and can earn again. And then, of course, West Side Story is another one that we need to consider, because trainer Duncan Hull says will enjoy the step up in trip. So 7, 4, 5 and 1 is the way I see the 6th race on the card. Moving on to race 7 on the program, and here there's precious little to choose between number 5 African Dusk and number 10 Johnny the Thief. They're in new rivalry, and there's also nothing in it between number 2 Tra Tra Quatre and number 9 Etiquette. Guess what? I'm siding with none of them. I'm looking at number 6 Few Dollars More as my first choice selection in race number 7. Has got solid form, was an easy winner of his last start. I think because of that form line being franked, there's more to come. A follow victory is on the card. So I'm going with number 6, Follow Few Dollars More, ahead of number 7, Positive Attitude, who's having a blinker strike in this race. This is Dennis Bosch's only runner and has also won its only attempt over 2,000 meters. So I'm giving that one a chance to run into the money, ahead of 3 French Trip. Trainer says can run well with the lightweight of 52 kilograms, one that you need to consider with all of your play. And then number 9 Etiquette, who has won its only run over this course and distance to fill up one of the minor bays. 6, 7, 3 and 9 is the way I see the penultimate race on the program, which brings us to the lucky last. Race number 8, a maiden plate to be run over 2,000 meters, and 10 of them will face the starter. And here I'm going to be siding with number 2 Richard the Fearless, who's having his 3rd run after rest. So he should be cherry ripe to unsaddle in the number 1 box. I'm going with that one. This is trainer Frank Robinson's only runner on the day as well, so he could make it 100% strike rate, ahead of number 1 Mr. Fix-It, who showed good improvement, jumps from pole position. Kelvin Abib will make sure that that one also comes on in this race. 5 Firelighter I'm going with for my 3rd choice selection, and then number 6 Silver Platter, who can run into the money for 4th. 2, 1, 5 and 6. That's the way I see the last race on the card. That's the preview for Hollywoodbets Greyville. Trust you'll find the winners that you will go and collect at the end of the day. And when you collect, put some of that cash into your Hollywoodbets account, build up the kitty for the weekend. You also get a 15% bonus on all deposits up to 3,000 Rand. Have a good one. Hit them on sunshines, as my predecessor would have said. And I hope to see you soon on the show again. From me, Rouvaun, till next time. Cheers for now.